Do you admire people who are able to influence others with their charismatic communication and you wish you could talk like them? Well, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you what I call the charisma blueprint. Basically, sharing with you 10 steps to make you an irresistibly influential and loved person. If you followed my channel for a while, you would know that I always like to give you practical examples that can help you immediately improve your communication. So in today's video, we'll delve into examples from workplace to family and to other relationships. So the first thing you need to do to be a more influential person in your communication is to be genuinely interested in people. You see, if you want to be able to make impact and be loved and genuinely influence people, you must be a people lover. In the workplace, for example, take time to know your colleagues beyond their professional roles. Engage in conversations about their families, their interests, their challenges. Show genuine interest by remembering details, like asking about a family member's recent achievement or inquiring about a hobby or something they are passionate about. When you take interest in people genuinely this way, you are able to influence them. The second point is, don't forget what people tell you. Now, this is very common when you meet people for the very first time. Imagine attending a networking event, and in that event, you met new people, and you ask them for their names, maybe where they're from, what they like, but you met so many people. How do you remember all of them? So what you need to do is use a notepad, maybe on your device, to jot down some key details about each person or those you think you need to remember, like their names, their hometown, their interests, just something about them. So the next time you encounter them, you can refer to your notes in a very smart way. So by remembering these details, it demonstrates your attentiveness and it builds stronger connections with others. The third thing you need to do is to follow up on what you were told. I'll give you an example. Do you know, as an employee, you can actually influence your boss? Oh, absolutely. How do you do that? Imagine your boss mentions something about a personal project just in passing while talking to you or in a meeting. You, as an employee, take the initiative to follow up on it later. Ask your boss about a personal thing that he or she mentioned. This demonstrates that you not only value their professional guidance, but you also care about their personal pursuits. Or imagine your spouse, for example, while talking to you, just makes a side comment. And you, as a smart spouse, you are able to reference what they said later. They said it casually, but then you're able to make reference to what they said later and follow up on it. Hey, they would know that you actually pay attention and that you cherish their words. The fourth point is praise people from the bottom of your heart, not superficially now. So if someone does something for you, maybe they go out of their way to help you. See, expressing gratitude is important. So instead of just saying, oh, thank you for what you did, use the FBI technique. If you're wondering what FBI is, make sure you watch the previous video. I did explain what FBI means. So what do? Acknowledge the specific actions that they did, express your feelings about it, and indicate how what they did made a positive impact. So for example, your friend helped you to move places. Say, I appreciate your dedication and hard work. It made the moving process smoother, and I'm truly thankful. That's a more genuine way to praise people from the bottom of your heart. The fifth point is let others take credit for shared ideas. For some people, this is very difficult to do because they want to take all the praises and all the credit. If you are that way, you can't really influence others. Take an example, you are a team leader and your team did complete a project. So give credit to your team members for the success of the project and do it selflessly. Emphasize their individual contributions during meetings or presentations. Sing their praises. This will not only boost their morale, but it creates a collaborative and supportive work environment. And that way, you're able to influence them even more. Number 6, always start by giving positive feedback. You see, the negative things are very quick to come out, but when you have to give a negative or a critique, a negative criticism, always be smart to give the positive ones first. Imagine you went to a restaurant and the food was tasty, but their service was garbage. So instead of jumping straight and say, hey, you have a rubbish service, why not start by complimenting the tasty food and then going ahead to gently addressing the service concerns? And again, using the FBI technique. If you're wondering again, what is this FBI? Make sure you watch the previous video. Number 7, avoid criticizing. Yeah, it's very easy for spectators to criticize players. When you are off the field, you can easily criticize how well the team is not playing. But remember, every story has a history. When people act in a certain way that might offend you or look offensive to you, before you jump into conclusion and damage and condemn their character, always remember that there's a history behind that kind of response. So resist the urge to criticize immediately. Instead, take the initiative to understand the person's background and the events that shaped them. So before passing judgment the next time, delve into their history, recognizing that there may be experiences influencing their behavior that you are not aware of. Now, why is this important? This approach promotes empathy and fosters a more compassionate and understanding perspective. When people perceive that you empathize with them, they would most likely listen to you. Number 8, avoid arguments. Have you argued with someone today? Even a friend or your spouse or family? Avoid arguments. In family gatherings or while talking with friends, if disagreements arise, which most likely they will, you as an effective communicator steer the discussion toward a common ground. So, collaborative decision making and problem solving fosters a positive relationship. And this ensures that different opinions, which is normal, don't escalate into arguments. So there definitely will be different views, but you can drive those views into a conclusive and a more neutral conclusion. Number 9, give honest compliments. The key word there is honest. Have you told someone they look nice when you knew deep down that they were not really looking good? That's not a good way to give compliments. So when offering compliments, for example, on someone's appearance, be sincere and be specific. 2 things: be sincere and be specific. So instead of making generic statements like, oh, you look good today, make it more impactful. Point out something unique that you genuinely appreciate. For instance, your choice of accessories really complements your style today, and it adds a wonderful look to your overall look. Come on, if you were the one who got the compliment, wouldn't that bring a smile to your face? Well, if I were the one, it would make me smile. Which takes me to my final point: smile. If you want to influence others, you've got to be smiling most of the time. Not just when you feel happy, when you feel good, or when you watch a comedy show. No, a smile is what you should wear all the time. Whether in a celebration, whether at a meeting, whether at a casual gathering, it makes no difference. A warm smile always sets a positive tone. It conveys friendliness, approachability, and genuine happiness to be present or making that conversation. So if you want to be more influential, ensure that you are smiling most of the time. So today I've shared with you 10 very important steps that you can take to instantly become a more influential and loved person. Now, if you have been following my channel, you would know that I always share with you practical examples that you can apply immediately to instantly improve your communication, improve your value, improve your self-worth, your self-esteem, and your self-confidence. I hope this video did just that for you, and I look forward to talking to you again in another video. Make sure you share these materials, share this video, comment, interact with them, because I'm always looking forward to helping you improve in your communication. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.